Hello and welcome back to my channel Learn with Nikhil. Today we have taken an orthographic sum. A three-dimensional image is given and we have to draw its front view in the direction of X, side view in the direction of Y, and this is the top view. First we will find out where the side view is. So it is on the left side, so its image will be on the right side. Here will be the front view and here bottom side will be the top view. Now first we will find the length of the front view. So total length will be from this point till here, it is given is 90. So 90 millimeter till the center of this circle, and this dimension, that is the radius of the outer circle. Diameter given is 56. So the total length of the front view will be 90 plus half of the, that is diameter of the outer circle. So from this point till here it is 90 millimeter. So 90 plus the diameter of the outer circle. We will take the radius, from here to here will be the radius. So half of 56. So half of 56 will be 28. So 90 plus 28 will be 118 millimeter. So total length of the front view will be 118 millimeter or 11.8 centimeter. So now we will see how much space is required for the front view, as we should not use extra space on the page for drawing a single sum, because in exam you'll have to draw 2-3 sums on a single page. So we need to find the minimum space required to draw the solution. So finding the side view, distance of the side view, it will be the diameter of the outer circle, that is 56. So front view will be 118 millimeter and side view will be 56 millimeter. So this much space will be required for the front view. So total this space will be required to draw the front view and the side view. So as we have determined or find out the space required to draw the sum, we will draw the axis. So draw on the center point, and through that center point we will draw the xy axis and x dash y dash axis. So you know the procedure to draw the axis. We take 5 millimeter spacing from the axis, and on those lines we draw the front view, side view and the top view. This only helps us to draw the image separately, which looks sorted. Now here we will draw the side view. Here will be the front view and below that will be the top view. Now the total length of the front view we have found out, that is 118 millimeter. Now this curve part, that is the cylinder curve part, will look straight like a rectangle from the front view. So we will draw the total length of 118 millimeter. Now next, this distance height given is 24 millimeter. Now this height given is 56 millimeter. So we will draw a straight line of 56 millimeter. Now next, after drawing this line, this curve part will look like a straight from the front view. Now this distance is nothing but the diameter of the outer circle, that is 56 millimeter. So we will draw a straight line parallel to this line. From this point we will draw a straight line of 56 millimeter. So after drawing this line, this is the diameter of the outer circle. Now this distance is nothing but the minus of the 24 distance. So we'll join these two lines and we'll automatically get the remaining dimension. So joining these two lines, first draw it lightly as we don't know the center point, and after getting the center point, draw it a darker line. So with this, our front view is almost done. We have to draw the hidden views, which we will draw it after drawing the top view. Also this extension line, this line, as it is a curved part, it is extended much inner of the circle side. So that line will get to know after drawing the top view. So that part we will draw it later. After we draw the top view, we will take its projection from the top view to the front view. Now for drawing the top view, we have to take the projections from the front view. Take all the points. Here we have only 2 points. So taking its projection to the top view. Before moving forward, I'll just highlight the part which is visible from the front view and from the top view. This part is visible from the front view. We have already drawn it. This curvature part will look like a rectangle as we have already done it. Now for the top view, first we will see this circular part. It is like a ring, or you can say it is like a keyhole, where we have a circle and a notch. This part will be visible from the top view. This inner semicircular part will also be visible from the top view. Now to draw the top view, we'll draw a circular part first. So first we will locate its center. Now the diameter of the circle given is 56 millimeter. So its width, we have already taken its projection from the front view. Now for its height, we will mark 56 millimeter. So we get a square of length and width as 56 millimeter. Now we have to locate the center point for drawing the circle. So for that, you can either take the center of 56, half of 56 and mark a point, or you can just draw two diagonals across the square and you can locate the center point. So this is the easy method. You can just draw diagonal lines, and where the diagonal lines meet or intersect, that will be the center point of the circle. So any method which is easy for you, but I think this is the easy method, so you can go with this. So this is the center point we have located. Now through that center point, we will draw the outer circle with diameter as 56 millimeter. So on compass, we have taken the radius as 28 millimeter and we have drawn the outer circle. Now as you can see in the image, the circle, it has a notch of 6 millimeter. So I'll not completely draw the circle. I'll leave some space for drawing the 6 millimeter slot. This is that 6 millimeter slot. Now from the center point, it is 6 millimeters on both the sides. So I'll put 3 millimeter above and 3 millimeter below. Now the length of that slot is extended till the inner circle. So first we will draw the inner circle. The diameter given is 32. So on compass we will take a radius of 16 millimeter and we will draw the inner circle. I'll not complete the inner circle also as there is a notch extended. So I have already marked the points 3 millimeter above and 3 millimeter below from the center point. So this keyhole has been done with the circle and the slot. Now from the top view, this line will look like a straight line and its dimensions are given, that is 8, 32 and 8. So total the width will be 48. So the thickness of the top view will be 48. So first we will draw a center line and through that center line we will mark the points, that is 32, 8 and 8. So total will be 48, that will be 32 plus 8 plus 8. So this width 48 we will mark from the center line. So from the center 24 above and 24 below we will mark the 2 points. So 24 up and 24 below, total will give you 48. And through those points we will draw lines touching till the circular part. So from this we will get how much that line is extended till the circular part. And where this line touches the circular part, this we will extend it upwards to draw the line for the front view. So after drawing these two lines, we will join this line as it will look like a straight line from the top view. Now next, this center part, it is 32 and the width is 40. So it will look like a rectangle from the top view. So we will mark the 40 line, that is the 40 point. We'll draw a light line and from center, as the distance is 8, 32 and 8, so we'll mark those points. From the top 8 and from the bottom 8, if we leave, the center point will be 32. As you can see. After marking these points, this semicircular part will look like a rectangle from the top view. So we'll draw a rectangle from these points. So we have done with this rectangular part. 8, 32, 8. So as we have discussed earlier in the front view, this extension line has to be projected upward to the front view. So we will extend that lines where it is touching the circular part. It is extended to the front view. And this line we will extend to that projection line. So through the top view only we can decide how much that line is extended. So we can't draw it directly on the front view. We have to take its projection from the top view to the front view to complete that part. Now joining this line, as it will look like a block from the front view. Now as we have completed with the front view and the top view, we will draw some hidden parts. So taking the projection of this slot and the inner circle, as the inner circle is hidden in the front view. You know the hidden lines are shown by dotted lines. So drawing of the dotted lines. Center line of the circle, it should be drawn in its view also. So the hidden lines are drawn. The inner circle is hidden in the front view. Now this rectangular part is also hidden in the front view. So taking its projection from the top view to the front view. Now this distance, this is nothing but the radius of that semicircle. Now the diameter of the semicircle given is 32. We'll draw that part later. Now for drawing the side view, you know the procedure. You have to draw a 45-degree angle line. Take all the projections from the top view to the 45-degree angle line, and from that 45-degree angle line you have to project it upwards. And also from the front view you have to project all the lines to the side view. Now for drawing the side view, this is the width, that is 48 millimeters, that we have projected already from the top view. So this is that point and this is the another point. So we'll draw a straight line. This distance is 48 millimeter. Now the height 24 millimeter is being projected from the front view. So we'll extend that line. This height is 24 millimeter, which is being projected from the front view. Now this width is 8 millimeters on both the sides. So that has already been projected from the top view. The center line, this is the center line, and the semicircular part, as its width is 32, so this will be the radius, which will be half of 32, that is 16 millimeter. So as you can see, as we have taken proper dimensions and we have done the proper projections, the semicircle touches exactly to the projections. So the semicircle with radius 16 millimeter. Now joining these lines, this is 8 and this is 8. We have taken the projections from the top view. Now as this cylinder will look like a rectangle from the side view, so we are drawing straight lines. These are the outer edges of the cylinder. So it will look like a rectangle from the side view. Now as this semicircle is hidden in the front view, so we will take projections from the side view to the front view. And as you know, the hidden lines are drawn by dotted lines. So we'll draw dotted lines. So from the front view, as the rectangular part is hidden, we have drawn dotted lines. Now from the side view as well, the smaller circle or the hole is hidden. Also the keyhole or the slot, 6 millimeter slot is hidden. So we will draw those dotted lines. This is that slot 6 millimeter. It is from top to bottom and it is hidden. So through its projection lines, we will draw dotted hidden lines. Now the center circle line is the big gap, small dash, gap, big line. Now this inner circle is hidden in the side view. So taking its projection and drawing dotted lines. With this, we have completed with the front view, top view and the side view. Now just marking of the dimensions. Whatever dimensions are given in the question should be marked on the views. Just don't repeat the dimensions. You can mark at one place only, but whatever dimensions are given in the question shall be shown on the views as well. You can mark the 90 millimeter above, or you can mark it in its top view, but mark it on the one side. Thank you for listening. Do subscribe to my channel. See you in the next lecture.